According to deathbed confessions of highly regarded members of the scientific and military communities, the U.S. government has been concealing for decades its contact and interaction with UFOs. Recently, many more highly credentialed people have also stepped forward. May 2001. A first-of-its-kind press conference is held at the National Press Club in Washington, D.C.
Former government, military, intelligence personnel spoke about knowledge that they'd acquired about UFOs, and in some cases, things that they had seen and experienced themselves.
The National Press Club event is a very important event in the kind of history of the UFO movement.
It was really the first time that such a powerful group of people with such reputations behind them came together in a structured conference and talked about their experiences.
Some of the more potent pieces of testimony were very, very compelling. FAA official John Callahan was one. He talked about deliberate cover-up by the CIA, for example, over UFO data in one particular case that took place over Alaska in 1986.
My name is John Callahan. I'm a retired FAA employee. I was the division manager for the Accidents Evaluation and Investigation Division in D.C.
Callahan's testimony regarding what came to be known as the Anchorage incident involved a UFO encounter over Alaska with a Japan Airlines jet en route from Paris to Tokyo on November 17, 1986.
I received a call from Alaska region where the region wanted to know what to tell the media. When I questioned, tell the media what, he says about the UFO. I told him what any government employee would do. Tell them it's under investigation.
The encounter in question had been reported by the JAL flight crew, who said that as many as 3 UFOs, one that appeared to be 4 times the size of the jetliner, had tracked them in very close proximity. Fearing for their safety, the crew requested and were granted an emergency landing in Anchorage, Alaska, where air traffic controllers confirmed the sightings on radar.
The next day, my immediate boss set up a meeting for me to give a dog and pony show to President Reagan's scientific staff and to hand off all that data to them. That morning in the FAA round room, men from Reagan's scientific staff, 3 CIA people, 3 FBI people, along with all the FAA experts. We had all the data there, we had all the printouts. They got all excited over it. When it was all done, one of the CIA men told the people they were now sworn to secrecy, that this meeting never happened and this event never happened. I said, well, you're going to tell the public about it? And he says, no, we don't tell the public about this. It would panic the public.
All evidence of the Anchorage incident was confiscated, and Callahan was told by government authorities not to speak of it. The event was never disclosed nor discussed by the government again. A retired Air Force radar controller also appeared at the conference.
My name is Michael Smith. While I was assigned to Klamath Falls, Oregon, I arrived at the radar site and they were watching a UFO on a radar that was hovering at about 80,000 feet. It sat there for about 10 minutes and then slowly descended until it dropped off the radar. It was gone for about 5-10 minutes and then instantly reappeared at 80,000 feet, stationary. The next sweep of the radar, it was 200 miles away, stationary. It hovered there for about 10 minutes and redid the whole cycle twice more.
Officer Smith followed Air Force protocol and reported the sightings to the North American Aerospace Defense Command, or NORAD. Once again, the government stepped in to ensure the incident was kept under wraps.
I asked them what I should do about this. They said, nothing, don't write it down. And you keep it to yourself. It's a need-to-know basis only.
One of the most dramatic testimonials came from Officer Dan Willis, who handled top-secret documents for the U.S. Navy.
I worked in the code room at the Naval Communications Station in San Francisco. I held a top secret crypto level 14 extra sensitive material handling security clearance. In 1969, I received a priority message from a ship near Alaska that was classified as secret. The ship reported a brightly glowing reddish-orange elliptical object, approximately 70 feet in diameter, emerging out of the ocean, shot into space, traveling at about 7,000 miles per hour.
The UFO was tracked on radar, and the sightings corroborated by naval officers on board the ship in Alaska. Willis immediately reported the sightings to his superiors and was told not to discuss it.
One after another of these people got up and told the assembled members of the media, you know, this is not just hoax and misinformation. This is real. We experienced it, and we now want to put our story on the record.
I'm prepared to go to Congress, to swear before Congress that everything I've told you people and everything that is here is the truth.
And I will testify to this under oath.
These statements are true and willing to testify under oath before Congress. Thank you.
Are we really to believe that all these professional, distinguished, credentialed individuals with decades of experience across a range of agencies just got up there and lied? Well, I don't think so.
When you understand that all of these people have incredible credibility, they all had access, and they all tell these stories of various different secrets that are being kept by the U.S. government at different levels, at different times and in different ways, what you see is a very consistent pattern of secrecy, cover-up, conspiracy by the U.S. government to keep us from knowing that there are extraterrestrials visiting this planet right now.
As the mainstream press began to research and report on the incredible testimony given at the conference, the public began to take notice. But this dramatic new UFO evidence was soon overshadowed.
Tragically, a few months later, 9/11 happened, and all of this was suddenly no longer news.